Hello, everyone, and welcome to Eugene, Oregon, where it appears my eyes have to be deceiving me. I'm looking skyward. There's liquid coming down from the sky, and everyone knows it never rains in Autzen Stadium. You work the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Using his legs, it's Farrell. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, the first part of the season?
Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going. Nice job.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense set on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to find his man on first down. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Ducks in the hurry-up.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of that.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop him. There's no way to coach a defense up against us. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Steps away to find some room. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on fourth.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle. It's Coffee. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advancing.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it. And you could...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. This offense has a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Notre Dame 7, Oregon 3.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. going up top on first down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in their zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down at them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Still looking, on the move. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
They'll throw it on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Quickly out to the tight end. Touchdown Ducks! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Looking to buy time. He'll turn it loose out to the right. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
I love it. The offense being aggressive. They're taking a shot. Good job by the QB getting a lot of air under that ball. And how about the receiver and his ability to track it?
Trying to bully their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish.
What a play play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Finds his man. It's Hansen. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football. And we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up. and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. I saw it on that.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
It's good. Easy call for the refs. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Last incompletion leaves him still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Hums it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards throwing.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going for the big play. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery, and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Take over 1st and
10. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too. Second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Going to take a shot. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Looking for a crease. It's Downs.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive pass and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Ripping through the defense.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Quarterback adapting. On the move, he fires. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Powers through, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Well, listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a 1st down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lift on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Feeling some heat. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
You You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Line getting set on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Oregon. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to get moving. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Dances away from the heat. He's going to run it. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Oregon 28, Notre Dame 21.
Second down now as they're ready. Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
At the 33. That's the first down for the offense.
The give to the tailback. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Picks up 1. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working for them.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play, and let's see if it stands. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
2nd down coming up. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's got him in the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He looks that one in nicely. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. Ready to try the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll go to the ground. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got a man. It's Coffee. tackled immediately after the catch.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And here we go, down the score. They'll go for it on fourth down. The sure hands, it's Hansen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He's looking to throw it. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far. Offense, quick tempo. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Finds a man on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Man, you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. They want to just keep throwing it. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the big first down sack, it's second down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Ducks will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position.
He tries to take the top off. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Also, 4 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
Well, this